Hey, my friends. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday. How is everybody? I hope you are all having a good week. I am. It's just flying by. Definitely flying by. So, yeah. Next week's going to be a busy week. It's going to be a short week for me. So, I'll have a lot that I have to get done Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I will be flying away. I can't tell you where, but to a secret location coming to you soon. All right, so we also have our Peanuts collection coming next week. I'm so excited about that. Let me look at my calendar and see what days are what, because it all kind of coordinates together. Okay, so it looks like Monday we will get our sneak peek. Yay, can't wait to see all the goodies. I bet you guys are excited too. What is that that's showing? Oh, is that a piece of, it's, no, what is this that's showing? I can see paper. That? Oh. Something in my trash can. I'm like, what is that in my screen? Anyways, yeah, next week. So Monday we will get our sneak peek, and Tuesday we will be able to order the new Peanuts collection, which will be holidays, and it's sure to be a treat. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see everything. Yay! Hope there's some really good stuff. Anyways, I wanted to show you a couple of the things that Tara has painted recently for me. I just had her paint 2 of each so that we could get samples done, and I just have them for the craft show. And then I have a couple other goodies to show you, and then we're going to paint duck ornaments. Quack, quack. So let me share this over to VIP and to my channel. And let me get to comments. Go ahead and just say hello so that I know that you're watching. And I am going to get this over to my station. I can't see me live on here. I'm not even on my own page. I know I'm live because you can see me. Oh, there I am. Okay, no, that's not me. Where am I? I am live. Why am I not on my page? It's not showing me. You guys are saying hello. So, oh gosh, it's not showing up. Isn't that just the weirdest thing? I know that I'm live because, and I know I'm live. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. It shows that, but my Facebook page is not showing me. Yeah. And I'm refreshing it and it's still not showing me. That is the weirdest thing. I can see yesterday's video. I can see, yeah, I can see my post from last night. Holy cow. Is that weird when you can't see yourself? Let me go ahead and say hello to everybody that's on here. Maybe it'll show up soon. Filters. Let's see. Filters. No. Go to today. All right. Done. Yeah. Huh. That's the weirdest thing. That is the weirdest thing. Why is it not? You guys are just watching me on my regular page because I haven't shared it over to. Holy cow. I am live, right? I am live on Facebook. Just let me know for sure because I'm telling you, it's not showing up on mine. I'm going to restart my phone. It could just be my phone. So, hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Laura. Hi, Bridget. Good morning, Doris, my sister. I see you're on YouTube because it's red. Hi, Lori. You can't access Facebook. You had to click on your face and then it showed. Yeah, something was different this morning. Had a hard time finding you this morning. It took 5 times. Yeah, I can't even find me on my business page. Okay, I'm restarting. Yeah, there's something going on with Facebook. Because I can't find myself on my own page. All right, well, I'm going to go back. I'm live. It's a good thing I'm live. We can just keep going. So look at these little cutie pies. Hey there. Hey there. And too cute to spook. And then here for the booze. Cute, huh? Okay, so those are some things that Tara made. Okay, I'm just restarting my phone because If I can't find myself, how can other people find me? Huh? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, something changed this morning. My menu is different. So my menu on my page is different. So yeah, I'm not showing up. Try again. Something went wrong. Oh yeah, definitely something went wrong. I'm just gonna keep going. Maybe eventually it will show up there. That is just the oddest thing. Hi Betty, how are you? Yep. Yep. Yeah, when you can't even find your own post, but you guys are seeing me, that's a problem. That's a problem. So, yeah, that's the weirdest thing. Oh, it went to a reel. Oh, that's weird.
Did you like the song Amazing Grace?
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It went to a reel. It did not go to, oh, that's weird. Okay, so there I am. So yeah, I'm not showing up. Try again. Okay, so it automatically sent it to a reel, not to a video. Okay, I can find it now. I found it now. I'm going to share it. And if I can get it over to the VIP group, that will be good. Let me get it to VIP. And then is it going to let me share it to, I think it will let me share to my channel, maybe. Yeah, there's a problem with this when it, okay, all right. Something changed this morning. Holy cow. My menu was different when I looked at my Facebook page. My menu was different this morning. So, if I get this over to channels, then it will be good. Let's see. Let's put it to channels. I'm just going to drop it in there. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to open it and watch it. I can watch it from there. Okay. So hopefully, guys, yeah, hopefully we're able to do that. Let me go ahead and go down to my thing here so that you can see better. I want to show you close-ups. Look at how cute this is. Hey there, Tara always does such a wonderful job with painting. I just give her ideas, a sample to go by, and then I'm like, whatever you want to do is fine. And here for the booze. And then Too Cute to Spook. Okay, so I know that many of you have purchased those. So I wanted to show you. I did post the pictures on my website and on my page. Okay, now let me show you the ornaments. I told you I did the baking ornaments. Hey Janine, how are you? I got these all done. I'm not so happy with the ribbon on this one, but Tara keeps telling me it's fine. I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't really blend in, but I'm going to leave it because it'll probably sell. These are available without the backers or with. It takes more material, as you can imagine, this piece here and then the piece underneath. So it's a few dollars more to get the backer. But aren't they so cute? Let me see if I can go in closer for you guys. I have a couple of things to show you, and then we'll start painting. But today I have my friend's memorial service. I made memorial magnets for her husband's, it's her husband's memorial, not hers. But anyways, I'm going to that today. So if anybody's on here and doesn't know that Lynette Clark, her husband, passed away. So I know sometimes people are watching that are here from this area. So our soap person from our craft show, she does the soaps and scents, and yeah, he passed away a few weeks ago. Okay, this is something I told you I was going to show you. So look, check this out. All right, so I cut out the wooden shape, and then I painted it black, and then I put it onto the transfer paper. You know, the sticky transfer paper that you use like with the Cricut. I put it on that. Let me put myself in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. And then I used our resin. So I purchased the little tiny pieces of rock. This is just the rock, like the crushed rock. And I placed it in there on top of the sticky paper. And then I used our Chocator resin and poured it on there. And then I set it outside to cure. So this is a window, like a window thingy, madigi glass, the, like, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Stained glass. So anyways, isn't that pretty? What do you guys think? Do you want to do some projects like that? And then if you'd seen, Chocator came out with some snowflake molds. So what I've decided is that usually when you pour your resin, you have a little bit left over. Well, I had enough to do 2 of the snowflakes. I wasn't able to fill it far enough for it to be up where the little loop was to hang, but my husband said we can drill it out. So yeah, I think I just have to do that outside because you don't want to drill this inside. And I actually did purchase a little kit, but isn't that cool? So I'm doing the Chocator resin now. It does not smell. It has 0 smell. I'm going to carefully put that on my shelf so I don't have that fall. Isn't it pretty? Oh my gosh, I know. So that's a whole nother thing. But I just purchased my rocks on Amazon. Okay, we're going to do our ducks. This is part of our Christmas in July. And I'm just trying to get some of those painted for you guys. The ducks were so popular. It's crazy. I have duck standers too. I have to, the Christmas ones, I have to do those also. But look at how cute. So we're going to do them. I have the string. I hope I have enough pieces. If I don't, I'll just add more later. Suncatcher. Thank you, Suncatcher. You are right. That's what it is. It's a suncatcher. My mom used to love that stuff. She loved the stained glass. I had a friend that actually cut the glass and didn't do, like, this is different. This is the cheat way. I'm not having to cut the glass. It comes to me in little pieces and I fill it in like a puzzle. Basically, you are filling in all the puzzle pieces. Okay, I'm trying to get all of these up. And then we're going to bring our board in and we will paint, guys. Let me see if I can show you. I took a picture of the memorial magnet that I did. He loved to ride motorcycles. So, and when I found the date, here's the interesting thing. When I found the date for his birth, you know, because I have to put that onto the memorial magnets, my friend's husband, he was a year younger than my parents. He was born in 39, which I was like, I didn't know that. I thought he was older than that, but he was not. He was not older than that. Let me go in smaller. And let me see if I can find that. I did take a picture last night to share with my friends. Oh yeah, here it is. So let me show you that first. They turned out really fantastic. We do a lot of engraved stuff like this. We do a lot of wedding stuff like this, but check that out. I can't make it larger, but there's a motorcycle on it. It says Highway to Heaven, and then his name, and then his birth date and his death date. But that's what we did for his memorial service today. So I will be going to that. I won't be able to be there for the entire service, but I am planning to be there as much as I can. I have to get there early because I have to bring those. So, okay, let me go back to my screen. Aren't they pretty? They turned out really nice. Anyways, we do that type of a thing. Lately, we've been doing a lot for friends. There's been a lot of deaths with friends lately. I don't know what's going on. My neighbor, I've done 2 of them for her recently, and she has 1 more for me to do. I am missing an arm. I'm gonna go back out to my shop really quick and look for that. I had to find a beak this morning, but I must have dropped it. It's not a big deal if we just do it and do that later, but I'm missing an arm. You guys, it doesn't surprise me. There's lots of little tiny pieces. So if sometime you get your order and there's a piece missing, or you lose a piece, just let me know. We can send replacement pieces. It's not a big deal. It does happen. Some of the pieces are tiny. So I'm just getting all of this off of here, and then I'll scoot this up more. I'm going to go look for that hand really quickly here in a second. Just going to get these guys off. And then we will start painting. Merry Duckmas. Isn't that cute? Merry Duckmas. All right. Okay. Bear with me for just a second. Let me go see if I can find that hand. I know exactly where these were, and I'm sure I know where the hand is. Okay, I found it. I knew it was just gonna be right there because same thing happened with one of the beakies. All right. Okay, I got it. I found it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it will be really nice. We try to do that, you know, for my friends stuff. I don't charge. I just do them because it's the right thing to do. Light buttermilk for this one, and I'm going to try really hard not to get it in the words because I don't want to have to do that with my marker if I don't have to. So I'm just going to go sideways on here, just putting a light coat. The other thing you can do is you can take your stylus or a little pin. Do I have a little pin here? Sometimes I do. But you could take your pin, or a pin or a stylus, and you can go over that. Yeah, this isn't going to work because it's not deep. I don't have a pin in here. I used to have one of the teeny tiny things, that little stylus type thing. That was sharp. Okay. Anyways, there we go. So that's light buttermilk. Let's do all of our ducks. I was just kind of starting up in the corner. So all of our ducks are going to be baby duck. Baby duck, 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 baby duck. I know they're going to be so cute. All right, so let's do all of our ducks. And we have to keep in mind that part of them may be a different color. Like, can't do the whole thing because the hat is going to be red. So I'm just going to put some in my little palette dish there. You can get these palette dishes at your Dollar Tree, your $1.25, your $1.75. What is it up to now? Is it $1.75? The $1.75 tree. It's going to be the $2 store soon. Yeah. We don't have, what are they, the mega dollar stores? Do you guys have those by you? The ones that have like more than the $5 and that? We don't have that. I see them online and I see really fancy stuff in there, but as far as I know, nowhere in San Diego County is there one of the mega dollar stores. If there is, please tell me where it's at, because I see some really cool stuff when people are doing their Dollar Tree projects. And I'm like, my Dollar Tree doesn't have that. Okay, so I'm just painting the faces, getting their little faces. We'll do all the ducks and their hands too. So making sure that I stay away from the hat. Let me get a little bit more. So good morning, Lynn. Did I say hi already? Sorry. Hi, Sandy. Anybody else hop on? Just say hello when you hop on. It has been difficult this morning. Let me see if it's there now. It did not show up on my regular page. It showed up as a reel. I don't even understand that. Why would it go as a reel? Who knows? There's something weird about Facebook lately, that weird things. Posts, go to posts. Is it maybe I can share the reel to, maybe I can share the reel to it. That is really weird. Maybe share the reel to my page. Copy. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll share that to my page if it's gonna let me. Posts. Okay. Yeah. I know some people had been having problems with theirs auto posting as a reel instead of as a video. So you've been hearing that starting, yes, they're starting as reels. You start off, okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Find me faster on YouTube. I know. It's sad. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's such a pain in the butt. Pain in the booty. All right. Well, I did share it over there, so hopefully it will be there. Oh, that is not that color. Don't do the beaks yellow. They're not yellow. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, hands. His little hands, his arms. So on some of them, they don't have any showing, and then that one has one. This one doesn't have any. Okay, let's do all of the beaks. Holy cow. All right, so that was called baby duck, but there's other colors that are light yellow like that. Some are squash. I can't think of what some of the older ones. What are some of the older ones that are yellow like that? There's quite a few that you could use. Okay, so this is, did I grab the wrong one? Spiced pumpkin. Oh, this is canyon orange. I usually would use spiced pumpkin, but I've already got a big old puddle. So we're using canyon orange. Whichever one you want to use is fine. Get all of the beaks. Okay. And then let's do the candy cane. Let's do anything that's white. Let's do anything that's white. So, hi Roxanne, how are you? Hi Marilyn. Good morning. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, it just makes it difficult. Makes it difficult when Facebook doesn't cooperate. Right? I don't need too much on here. I need to do the candy cane. Okay. And then we got the furry parts of the hat. Has like a little pom-pom and the fur. Okay, got that. Got it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one of them is an elf, so he doesn't have the little furry hat part. Okay, so there's that. Okay, what color is this hat? That one is blue. So let's do that. I'm going to need more than one palette dish. And on the broadcast site, you can't do live chat. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Well, I don't know all these things. I'm learning. I am learning. Hi, Chris. How are you? Okay, so I just grabbed a blue. Calypso blue's kind of pretty. Let's try that. We'll do the hat, that color. We also need some different colors for the little Christmas lights. We probably should paint the string part, the electrical cord part, whatever, the string part. We probably should paint that. We're going to use slate gray. So we'll do that part. I think that's the color. Is that the color we're going to use? Yep, we are. I don't use silver. I use that. And then we'll do different light bulb colors. So there's that. Can you guys see? You're on the broadcast now and it looks as regular to Facebook Live. Oh, okay. So maybe once you can be on the broadcast one, maybe they want you to stay on there. And that's, yeah. So if everybody wants to go to the broadcast channel, let me put the link there. See if I can do that. Let's see. Because some people haven't joined the channel yet. It's new. It's just a broadcast channel. You have to have 10,000 people, which I finally hit after 7 or 8 years. Share to Facebook. Oh, there we go. You can just share it right there. So there we go. I just shared it to my page. Perfect. Okay. So if you want to join that, I think it's helpful. Sarah's able to chat from there. Okay. Our blue, Calypso blue. That's a pretty blue. I don't know if it's really Christmassy, but you know what? It's our blue. Okay, this is going to be green. Let's do this. our Hauser light green. All right. I'm just going back and forth. Actually, it probably should be the darker color. I do need Hauser light green for another part. Let's do it Hauser medium green. Probably should do the darker green for that. So I'm working on a lot of projects, guys, in the background. Not right here, but but in my shop area, I have lots of new things coming up that you're going to see next week. I'm so excited. Okay. If you want to choose a different green that's more of a Christmassy green, you totally can do that. What else is green? So the hat, this hat is green, and we'll do this part our lighter green. So I'm going to carefully get right up in here. I like that it's layered so that it's pretty easy to do that. You can get right up close. We do need second coats on everything. Okay, so what else? What's next? This one has a red hat. Okay. Can you do live chat? Yeah, Sarah's able to do live chat. I don't know. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I mean, I really don't know how it all works. I have not had time. That's just my life. That is how I roll. I don't have time for every single thing. Sometimes I just wing it. Wing. Here. I'm a duck. Sometimes I just wing it. Okay, here's red for this, for the scarf. This red that I grabbed, I grabbed country red. Whatever red you want to do is absolutely fine. This hat is red also. Actually, several of them are red. Okay, so this one's red also. We have a lot of red hats. A lot of red hats. All right, I need an antler color. I didn't grab an antler color, so I will be doing that. They used a darker brown. I usually don't use that darker brown, but I guess I will. I don't have to. I can use whatever color I want, right? Okay, there's that. Let's do this and the little bell. And then we do have the little tiny Christmas lights to do. So I was going to use a darker color for that. I got all these new brushes and I haven't been using them. But I bought some new brushes, a lot of angle brushes, tiny ones. So I'll use one when I do my candy cane. Okay, so this is part of the elf Duckmas, the elf duck. Part of its hat. Okay, I need a different yellow. Lots of colors, guys. That is the thing about Christmas. There are a lot of colors. So deep ochre for the bell. You need another brush. And then I need a brush for this. So for the antlers. Okay, so deep ochre. Little bell is going to be deep ochre. Okay. And then let me find an antler color. So a brown. Where is my brown that I want? That one's watered down. It's okay. We'll still use it. So milk chocolate for the antlers. Because he's a reindeer duck. What are you guys doing this weekend? Who has something fun this weekend? We actually had to cancel. Our plans that we had are not going to work out, unfortunately. But we'll do it another time. Guys, I have tickets. I have tickets to go up to the Warner Brothers studio to, where they have the Friends couch and all of that. I have tickets for that, but it's not working out this weekend, unfortunately. We wanted to do that because my granddaughter leaves for El Salvador soon. Yeah, I can't believe that. Cannot believe she's going, but she is. So, okay, colors on this. I'm looking at my colors over there. They're not really the colors that I would choose, so I'm just going to do whatever I want. Let's do the first one. We'll do red and then yellow and then orange in the center. I picked up some orange. I'm just using a little stylus to do these. So, here's the funny thing. I bought tickets years ago for Christmas for all of the girls to go up to Warner Brothers studio to do the tour. And we didn't do it. We didn't use the tickets. And we didn't use the tickets, and we didn't use the tickets, and we didn't use the tickets. Well, they're still good. In California, things like that don't expire. There's something about it in California that expiration dates on things like that are illegal or something like that. Anyways, the tickets are still good. On a whim, I just searched my email for Warner Brothers, and up pops the tickets from 2018. 2018. In how many years? 7 years. We haven't found time to go and do this. That's sad. That's sad. And we still can't find time. The problem was that they didn't have, it's kind of like Disneyland. You have to call. You can't just purchase them online. You have to call and make your reservation. So yeah, it's a two-step process. There has to be space available. Even though it's not COVID anymore, they still have that weird thing where you have to call up. But anyways, just a weird thing. Hi, Karen Ross. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for sprinkling, Carol. I have lots of happy mail going out this week. Lots of happy people this week. Oh my goodness. The craziness of it all. So we are caught up again on orders. So if you place an order today, more than likely it's going to go out today or tomorrow. Sometimes our postman comes early. Our postman used to come at 2 or 3 o'clock, which was great. And then the postman started coming at noon. And then lately, sometimes our postman is coming at 10 o'clock. So even though we're processing orders all day, we miss out. We miss out because I think our postman does that on purpose sometimes. Comes and picks up at my house first. Yeah, sometimes I think that. Okay, let's get our coats on these. We might need another coat on white. These are going to be so cute. I wish I had more time in my days. Right now, I'm working on a special project that's taking a lot of my time. Special project for next week. Top secret. And I kind of wanted to do, you know what, guys? It might be fun. Oh, guys. So, if you weren't on here, then you didn't see this early. So let me show you the pumpkin. Okay, so I talked to you guys about that. So I cut out the shape, okay? I think Chocateur should have little kits like this. They have the resin already. Why can't they have kits? So maybe I should make kits like this to take to my Diva Day, and at night, me and the girls, or whoever's there, maybe other Chocateur people that are male might be there, can do a little project. Like if I have a mini pumpkin, wouldn't that be cute? And show them what we could do with their resin. Because this cures basically overnight. Plus I have a machine that I can put it in that will cure it in 2 hours. I bought one of those. But if I had like a mini pumpkin or even a candy cane would be cute. And show them that we could do this just to give them another idea. Wouldn't that be kind of fun to have Chocateur add that idea? So if you see it next year, you'll know it came from me. So I'm kind of thinking, wouldn't it be fun for me to take something with me? Because I know that they're gonna be bringing a surprise for me. Usually they did ask my opinion on some things. They create stencils for you with your business name. My DIY Crafts with Dar will be it. And they asked me my opinion on a couple of designs. So they'll be bringing that for me. But wouldn't it be fun if I brought them a project to do? I think that might be fun. But I should do something that's easy. I'm going to tell you that just because they work for Chocateur doesn't mean that they're crafty. Doesn't mean they know how to use everything. We had the interesting experience, Sarah knows probably, right? When I went to Watts of Love weekend, some of the corporate people had never used the ink. We did t-shirts. We had to teach them because they're in the corporate office and they are not doing that stuff. And so it was kind of fun to teach them how to use their own product. Yeah. Yep. And then some of them knew exactly what to do because they're the crafty people. But that might be fun. That is not the UV resin. That is the resin that takes 24 hours. But you're dying to learn how to use do the pumpkin. Yeah. Yeah. So you used to make wind chimes using the make it and bake it molds, and it was resin. Oh, that's cool. So no, but it cured outside in like just a couple of hours because it's really hot here. But I have a machine that you can put it in that's kind of like a baking machine I bought that cures it in 2 hours. It's the regular resin. And then you just let it kind of cure on its own. But I'm thinking, gosh, if we did that the first night, I don't know what they have planned. But we could let it cure the whole time that we're there. And it just might be fun. It might be a fun little project to do. And that way they can kind of get their hands on it and say, oh yeah, this would be fun to do with Chocator. So, because they have the resin, why not do the other and just have the little bags of the rocks? I don't think I need to do the lights a second coat. I do need to do red. Yeah, I'll teach us a class. I'll teach us how to do that. I'll teach you guys how to do that. I saw another laser person doing that, and then I found my design. So the other person has a whole great big line of the designs, and she actually sells the resin and she sells the rocks and all that stuff. For me, I don't want to get into it that much, but I just went to Adobe Stock. So if anybody has ever been a graphic designer, which we design wedding stuff and baby stuff all the time, you have to be part of some type of graphic thing. So we were part of Adobe Stock. We don't use it often enough. We have so many credits that you get every month. I pay $79 to be part of it, and I don't use all the credits that are there for me. Anyways, I went on there and I can find those type of things. They're just called a silhouette. Okay, I do need to do all the red little berries on this cute little wreath. So I need to do that. I was trying to get the 2 coats on there. Oops. So yeah, I will teach you guys how to do it. It's not difficult. You use the sticky paper that you use for doing the Cricut, like the transfer paper. So use the transfer paper that you use when you do Cricut stuff. They also have trays that are sticky that you can purchase. I thought that was kind of interesting. I have not purchased one of the trays, but they do have a tray that you can purchase that's sticky, that your stuff sticks to, and then you just cure it on that tray. So once I found that the resin was not smelly for me, it didn't have fumes, nothing. No reaction at all, nothing. I did it, I had the windows open, and there's no smell at all. There was more of a smell to the UV one than there was to that one. I was surprised for me. For me, it was nothing. Okay, I need to do stripes on the candy cane. I need to do stripes on the scarf. And I need to do berries on the wreath. And then we'll do cheekies and eyeballs. So we're getting there. We're doing good. It's not taking as long as I thought. I think it'll probably take about an hour to do all of these. Okay, I need to get to my page. Let's see. It says I've reached 100 members. Oh, on my channel. Oh, okay. 100 members on my channel. That's cool. Okay, that's a good thing. All right. Okay, guys. Let's do the things I just said. So we need, oh, I need to get the pink color for my cheekies. Need vintage pink for the cheekies. We need to do eyeballs. We need to do red berries. We need to do stripes. Okay, got it. Okay, let's do cheekies first. Got my little dauber thing. These are just the little wooden daubers. It says Craft Smart on it. It is Michael's brand. Good to know because you got a headache from the... Oh, yeah. See, I think the UV resin smelled worse. Yeah. I didn't have a reaction. I didn't smell anything. I did have the window open. I was doing it in my shop. I don't know if I would... I mean, I would do it in here, but I would open the door and not the window because it's kind of taped shut. I have cardboard because when the sun comes, it depends on the time of the year. Sometimes the sun will show through the window, so I have cardboard up in my bedroom window here. So I have tons of jars of the resin or the bottles of it because I had a lot of ideas on things that I wanted to make and just never did it. So I have my small molds out there because I had a lot of extra, so I poured some of the coasters. So, okay, what I need is to look at this and see, okay, so stripes on this is white, stripes on this is red, and then I need black for the eyeballs. Okay, so black for the eyeballs. Let's do the eyeballs first. And I'm just going to use one of these paint brushes here. Just use the end. How about a smaller one? You just got a message from your channel. Oh, good. Good. Perfect. I'm glad it works that way. So I guess that's a good thing because I've heard that having a channel is a good thing. This is going to be too big. Okay. I'm not going to have control with that. I need to use the stylus. That is way too big. Okay, let's use the stylus. So I just dip it in the black paint and I just kind of draw the eyeball. So we're doing our black. Okay. Draw my eyeballs on. We'll put little white dots in there. We'll do eyelashes. We need to do eyebrows. But we do have we need to do stripes. We need to do our berries on the wreath. I'm reminding myself. I know I've already said it, but it's just kind of a reminder to me of what do we have left to do on this. And then we have our inking to do. Okay, there's that. So it took me a long time to build my page. And it's because I wanted to do it the right way. I didn't want to go buy people. You know, there's a way where you can go and you can do share for share. I've done that a few times, but I do that on craft pages. I don't just go and do random pages. I did do farms once upon a time because I was really interested in the farm stuff. But yeah, I do. I believe in building your page with people that are interested in what you have on your page. You want them to look at your product. You want them to be there for a reason. You don't want them to just be a number. I don't anyways. I don't. If I have 100,000 people and only 200 of them like crafts, that doesn't make sense, right? So I always am of the opinion that build your page the right way. And there's times when I have offered, because I know I've had several messages, how can I build my page? Because now that they see that I have a channel, they want to do it. I mean, I've had several people. So I offered gift cards for liking the page and sharing the page. Those are always a good thing. But it costs money and it takes effort and kind of a bribery. Okay, got my eyeballs on. Let me get this wiped off. Yeah, when I first started, Cheryl remembers from the very beginning. It's been a long ride for me. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Wondering if you could use the resin for cups. Yes, I think you can use that same resin for cups. Pretty sure it's the same. It is It's epoxy resin, and I think you use the same thing for the cups. I probably should have pounced some other color on here. I'll probably go back and do that because it's way too just green. But I've already started doing the berries, so I'll just pounce it around it a little bit. Maybe some white on it, make it look like snow. Maybe. I don't know. So I'm just dipping my stylus in here. Styluses, you can get those from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, online, from Amazon. Get different sizes of stylus, stylus, stylus. And they just have these pointy ends on them. You can get them from Dollar Tree. They're just in the craft section at Dollar Tree. They're over where the stencils and paint are at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. They usually come in a 3-pack with different sizes. At Dollar Tree, they come in a single. Okay, there's that. Okay, so let's do stripies. We can use the stylus to do stripes on the scarf. So I'm gonna do that. Hi, Holly. How are you? You slept in. I would have loved to have slept in. Hi, Denise. I almost set that on the eyes. I just need some white to do some stripes on here. I'm just using my stylus. I'm just gonna kind of do like a ziggy-zaggy back and forth. Yeah, I remember when I first did my Facebook Lives, and I only did my hands. I wasn't up in the corner. I didn't invest in Switcher Studios for the first year. And I have a hard time. My room is small, especially when I first started, because it was just in my bedroom that I slept in. So my bed was in there too. That was a funny thing. Bailey would be up on the bed snoring. Yeah, it was quite the thing. My little corner was just 4 feet wide by 2 feet deep, basically. But it worked. Here I have this room. I have the entire room. I actually probably can do it just facing forward. I do have to do some videos like that eventually. I need to be doing some Chocateur videos and submitting them to corporate, but I just haven't got around to it yet. My life is just way too busy. Okay, I need a small brush, and I need to do my cute little candy cane. So I'm going to do my red stripes on that. I think I can do it with it just sitting here. Usually I pick it up and I move it, but I'm thinking I'm going to try to just do it with it just right here and just kind of go around. I have a brand new angle brush that's cooperating with me. Sometimes they don't, because, you know, they're used and the bristles get kind of all wackadoodle. I don't know what else to say. Wackadoodle. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my stripes on my candy cane. Getting that. We'll dry. We'll do our white dots in the eyes. We'll do our eyebrows. We have to draw on our mouths. We need white dots on the cheekies. We're getting there. One step at a time. Okay, there are quite a few details on this. I planned on about an hour. We're at 48 minutes. I can see my timer. Okay, so there's that. Let's dry everything. Let me move this, and then we will get our dots in our eyes, and we'll dot our eyes. I know the brushes. These brushes are from Amazon. It's a whole great big thing. So I should post that. I need to do my Amazon list so you guys have that. I know a lot of people have all their Amazon favorites. I just have never done that because I just haven't. Like, I need to create my list in Amazon so you can go to it and you can shop my favorites, because I do have a lot of things that I get from Amazon now. Yepper. You know, I just can't take time to go to the store. It's not that I'm lazy. Maybe I am, but I don't want to go to the store and shop. I don't want to go and spend more money than I need to spend. It's easier for me to just have it delivered each week. There's certain things that we have delivered every single week. that we need for business or for the dogs or for my food. Some of my food is only available online. Okay, we're getting there. I just don't want to dry it too fast and have them bubble up. But we are getting there. I want to do little eyelashes on them. Okay. All right, are we dry? I don't want to be inking on something that's wet. Okay, I was going to do more in that, but we'll see. All right. Okay. Let's do the whites. I'm going to use the other end of the stylus, which is the smaller end. And I am going to do a little white dot on the eye and on the cheekies. Cheekies. So, eyeball, cheeky. Oops. Maybe if I stand up. All right. I was watching Hallmark movies last night. I don't know if they're on YouTube. So you can go on there and people have, I think they're last year's ones. They were so cute. So many cute little Christmas movies. I just love it. Love it, guys. See, my problem is that I can't really put the link right here for you guys for all this stuff because I can't, it says that I'm live, but I can't even, okay, there we go. Now I could. Now I can. Okay, let me give you the link for these duck ornaments. They're actually, I think they're on the Christmas one, but they are also on the Christmas in July. Let me see if I can do two things at once. I'll dry this while I am looking for the link for this. See if I can do it and not mess up. Let me just search duck. Fall duck. There we go. Okay, so there are Christmas duck standers. We'll be painting those soon. Let me see if I can get you the link. Okay, and then go back. Whoops. Paste. Season of Survivor starts next week. Woo! Can't wait. So I don't watch it on TV because my husband watches his stuff, but I can watch it the next day on my Paramount. So I have the Paramount app so I can watch it. Okay, so what I need to do now is, okay, are those dry? They are. I need to do the eyebrows and I need to do the mouths. Okay, so eyebrows. And I need eyelashes. Okay, so I think just two. That's kind of my standard thing. Some people do a whole bunch. Okay, and then the beak is there, so I don't need to go all the way across. I'll just go right to there and go to the next one. It's hot in my room with this heat gun. The heat gun makes it hot in here, guys. I might be sweating a little bit. I might have a glow. I'm glistening from the heat gun. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are just so fun. There were some of you guys when we had the sale, holy cow, we sold a lot of duck things. A lot of the duck standers, the fall, the Halloween, the Christmas duck standers. Some of you ordered all of them and the ornaments. You must be duck fans. There's a lot of duck fans out there that I didn't know. I'm like, ducks? Why would I make ducks? Duck, duck, goose. That's all I can think of. But there's a lot of people. All of my duck stuff sold out at the craft show, but I only had one of each. I didn't do, like, I'll have one of each of these. I won't have time to make more ornaments before this, before my craft show, I don't think. So I'll probably do the Christmas duck standards. So I'll have those. I'll have a little bit bigger Christmas section this time, a smaller Halloween section, because I didn't make more Halloween. I just finished painting the things. Oops. I forgot eyelashes. Eyelashes. Okay. Somebody's probably telling me right now, Darlene, don't forget the eyelashes. Okay. The pen that I'm using is the Identa pen. If you're asking, a lot of times when I do this, people ask me what pen I use. I love the Identa pen. It has a extra fine point and a fine point. So it has this one. Whenever I did personalizing, I would personalize with that end, and then I would flip it around and I would dot it with the other end. Do my little dots. Okay, are the ducks Anaheim group? Maybe that's why. That's probably why, huh? Appreciate you going landscape when you video so you can watch it on your phone. Yes. I will be doing some, when I do it the other way, it's because I have to, sometimes I have to do things for Chocolate Chore and I need to do it the other way. So the reason that people do it the other way also is that Facebook actually likes you to do it the other direction. So there may be a time when I do change things up if I need to, but I like it horizontal also. When I used to watch people doing their videos, it was much easier for me to watch it that way. And so therefore, when I started doing videos, then I did it that way. Look at how cute these are, guys. These are adorable. Oh my goodness. So darn cute. Cute. Okay. There's the candy cane, and there's this, and then that. We need to do inking. So we'll ink everything. These are so stinking cute. Okay, let me slide this up and let me take the ducks off. Duck, goose. For these, I only did the red and white striped ribbon. Sometimes you're going to get different ribbon and different beads and all that. It depends on, if I'm doing great big batches of things, I might not look at the picture and see what color of ribbon did they get. You're gonna get what you get, and you're not gonna throw a fit, right? So I did. Okay, I'm gonna go in closer for you guys when I get these scooched up. We're gonna scooch everything up. And then we'll go in a little bit closer and we'll do all of our inking. Got my, those are for the thing. We didn't do bows on these. I don't think they need bows. I think that, okay, there we go. Okay, I don't think they need bows. I think they just simply need the red and white striped. Okay, all right. Let's just kind of pull this apart. I'm going to grab some Q-tips. I need to bring more in. Actually, I just need to clean my drawer. There's a whole bunch at the bottom, I see. There's a whole bunch. Okay, got those ready. We're just going to go one by one, and got my glue. This is the glue I like. It's the Art Glitter Designer adhesive, and it dries clear. That's the one I like. This is just a small bottle. Sometimes when I order it, I order the wrong one and it comes with the small one. It's just my life. It's what happens to me sometimes. I order the wrong thing, or they're out of the larger refill size. There's a great big size, and then there's like a medium size, and then there's a small size, and then there's the teeny tiny size like this. So there's a couple of sizes. All right. Okay. Well, I hope everybody is doing good today. What are you guys doing this weekend? Nobody told me. I am pretty much hanging out here. I will probably spend a little bit of time with my granddaughter and her fiance. They do leave soon. I am so sad about that. Yeah. She's like my daughter, basically. She lived with us for the first little bit of her life. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna follow this. I'm gonna follow the face part around. Yeah, what's going on, guys? I know there's things going on there's Charlie Kirk his celebration of life going on. Anybody going to that? I cannot. I'm going to just glue them one by one as we go. I cannot go over there. I do have a lot of people in that area that are going, but there are some people that I know that are flying in. So that's going on. We did have a celebration here in our city last night. I did not make it to it, but I saw a couple of my friends post that they were there last night. You know, there's a lot of things going on, but just wonder what you all are doing this weekend. I have a big project I'm working on for next week. And then I will be packing. I will be packing my stuff. Getting ready to go on my little trip. No plans for the weekend. Moving at the end of the month, so you're packing. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's hard. My granddaughter, same thing. She's packing. I've been saving boxes for her. And then so they can only take what they can fit in 2 suitcases. Okay, so their apartment over there is going to be furnished. They aren't taking anything. She's taking her cats and her clothes, and all the other stuff is going to be packed up and stored in a shed at my daughter's house, so her mama's house. My granddaughter's vehicle will be stored at my daughter's house. It's not a fiance, it's a husband now. Her husband's vehicle, they drove to Texas on a little vacation, because the military will give you basically usually like 30 days off before you move to your new place to get things wrapped up and to see family. And they drove over there and kind of had a little vacation, and they flew back. They left his vehicle over there at his parents' house. That's where he's from. And then she needs to pack up all the rest of her stuff. Yeah, all this stuff will have to be packed up and fit into a storage shed. So anyways, I've been saving boxes for her. Lots of boxes. Lots and lots of boxes. Okay. Love that you don't have ads. Oh, okay. So I chose not to. Okay, so I could get paid for stuff, but guys, what I was getting paid, but it was like $10 a month. It's not worth the frustration. There are a lot of people that have ads that I watch. You know, I watch some of my friends' stuff at night because I gotta have something to watch while I'm crafting, right? And I just I enjoy seeing my friends crafting. So I will watch theirs, and a lot of them do have a lot of ads on the replays. I just don't like it. I don't like it myself when it cuts to an ad. Sometimes I just I'm done. I'm out of here. But I do understand why they do it, because some people, that is their business. You know, that's how they make their money, is through the ads. For me, $10 wasn't worth the frustration to my customers. So thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I don't do the ads. You actually have to sign up for it. You do sign up for it through there. And sometimes the ads are like so frequent. I'm like, holy cow, can we just get to the project instead of having 4 ads? Look at how cute these are, guys. These ducks are so stinking cute. No wonder they sold right away. A lot of purging, living here for 12 years. Oh, yes. Is this the granddaughter that used to work for me? Yes, this is the granddaughter that used to work for me. So when she was a baby, she lived with us for a while. And then when we moved to New Mexico, her and her mama moved over there with us. And I babysat her a lot. I took her to the cabin a lot. I would say that she's the granddaughter I'm the closest to. So she's my oldest. She's my oldest granddaughter. She just turned 24. That makes me old, right? She's the one that works for a veterinarian. she's done with her job. She's done, and in the process of all the moving and all that. So she is not working there anymore. So it'll be interesting how everything is over there. I hope that we'll be able to still, she'll have internet and we'll be able to text and all of that. I don't know how that's going to work, but hopefully, because it will make me sad if I don't have any contact with her. I used to babysit her after school. I would pick her up from school every day, and then she started going to Project Safe, that's their daycare after school, because sometimes, like during craft show season, I'd have craft shows, so I wasn't available to pick her up. But many times I would say, hey, I'm going to the cabin. Can I pick up Haley early? And I would go grab her and I would take her up to the cabin and we'd spend the weekend at the cabin. And we would sit there. We would watch all of the Harry Potter movies. We would just pick a series and we would watch everything. Yeah. Yep. So out of all my grandkids, she's the one I've spent the most time with. So I'm very close to her. So cute, guys. I love this. You just learned that you can turn off the suggested political stuff. Nice, Laura. I need to do that too. I'm really tired of all of that. Here's the thing that I did find, because I do have some friends that like to voice their opinion all the time. I'm really careful. I very seldom will talk about political stuff, because I know that it gets people riled up. It makes people unfollow you. Nobody wants to hear certain things. There's times when I will put stuff on there, but for the most part, I really am really not. I really don't do that. But I found that sometimes I just need to snooze a friend. Sometimes a friend is just going through stuff and they're just like ranting and raving about this and that. I just put them on a 30-day snooze. So you don't have to unfollow them, but you'll stop seeing their posts. They can still see yours, but you can snooze them for 30 days, because sometimes they just need a timeout. I honestly, sorry, but it's true. Sometimes adults need a timeout to just calm down, because there's just too much out there that really isn't true. And like I always say, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. People get riled up about stuff that hasn't happened yet, just because they hear rumors. And that's like that is the worst part, is when people get upset about things that haven't happened and that aren't going to happen. I just can't get into that. I can't. I won't do it. I won't do it. So I know the ducks are coming alive. They are. I know. Oh my goodness. Yep, my ducks are coming to life. They are. Look at how cute this is. Merry Duckmas. So I haven't ducked my husband's Jeep in a while. Remember I told you I bought a great big thing? I think I had 24 of the Halloween ducks. And I first couple of days I was ducking him once or twice a day. He kind of got annoyed at it. So I stopped ducking. But we were at the grocery store the other day, and I'm like, oh, I was putting the cart away, and I'm like, give me a duck. And we put a duck on a Jeep that was right by ours. It was right across from ours. And right as I was getting into my Jeep, and that's the thing that you do. So it's just a thing to put a duck on the door handle of a Jeep. It means that you like that Jeep. I was getting into the Jeep, and I turn around, and this older gentleman, I was gonna pound some stuff on here, but I'm just gonna leave it. I think it's looking cute. He was getting into his Jeep, the one that we had just put the duck on, and he was looking around trying to see who might have ducked him, and he saw us, and we just waved, and it made his day. So I just think it's just the funnest thing. I'm like, look, see? All those ducks that people are putting on your Jeep, you just need to put them on other people's Jeeps. And he's like, well, I never think about it. I'm like, just look around. Whenever you go to the grocery store, or you go he goes and does his walk at the trail, which he won't because it rained yesterday. It poured. It rained cats and dogs yesterday. So whenever you go those places, just look around, see if you see a Jeep, because you might just make someone's day, right? You might just make someone's day. So anyways, I kind of eased up on Duck in his Jeep because he was getting annoyed at, he's like, somebody keeps putting the, I'm like, they must really like your Jeep. Isn't that funny? Yeah, he had no idea it was me. No idea. Okay, we're almost done. We'll put the little strings on there. Thanks for being here, guys. I love hanging out with y'all. It's the highlight of my day. And you know what? I feel really good today. So I actually took extra iron last night, and I think I'm going to start doing that. I decided, you know what? I'm going to test it out and see. My mind feels clear, not foggy like it's been for the last couple of weeks. My mind has felt a little foggy. I think I'm just low on iron from taking the blood thinners. So, is that beak upside down on the blue hat? You're right, it is upside down. Yep, thank you. Thank you. It is upside down. Thank you, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. It wasn't dry yet, so good catch. No, I've been using my CPAP machine too again these last few nights. And last night, see what will happen is when John gets up and he gets all the dogs up, takes them out to go potty. When he goes to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, he actually gets up at 3 and he leaves by 4. And then they come in and they want to come and jump in bed with me. Well, I had been taking the CPAP machine off when I picked them up. Well, this morning, I just left it on and just bent over with the mask still on to pick them up and help them up on the bed. And then laid back down, went back to sleep for 2 more hours. And I just feel so good. So I'm going to say it's a combination. It's getting the extra iron and using my CPAP machine like I'm supposed to. Okay, I hope I have enough. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, so we are just going to pinch this in half, and then, so I didn't have any more dreams. I was telling you yesterday, I'd had a dream the night before. I don't know what I was doing. I was talking to my daughter-in-law and telling her about my dream that I took apart my mask, my CPAP mask. I was trying to build something with it in my dream. I don't know what I was doing. It was the most hilarious thing. I woke up and I had all the pieces in my hand and I'm trying to get it put back together. I'll trim them all off when I'm done. So I pinch it in the middle. I fold it in half, pinch it in the middle to get that little piece in the hole, okay? So you press it through the hole, open that hole up and grab the 2 tails and pull them through so that you have that. I like that little line across there like that. Some people just stick it in there and tie it, but this way it's more apt to hang correctly. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Go back and watch the replay. This one is really a cute one. It's really turning out nice. And if you guys ever have to access the videos, they are over on YouTube. It is hard because they don't have a sort. I bet you could probably do a search, just a general search on YouTube, but okay, I didn't tie that one. There's not a sort button on my page. So I don't know why over there on my YouTube page, but maybe they took it away. I don't know. Maybe I'm not finding it, but all the videos are over there. You can usually see, I always put what the project that I'm working on, I will put it on the table. You can usually see it on the screen as you scroll through, and also on the title. So I will always put, like I put Merry Duckmas, so you know that they're Christmas ducks. I put the name of the project in the title. The only time I might not do that is when I'm showing you guys a new release and I'm like, who wants to see the new release? I don't always put what project I'm going to do that day. That's probably the only exception. Okay, I think those are okay. I might want that one a little bit shorter. Let me just go. That one seemed to be extra long. I need to cut them off. Okay, so I like them to all be about the same length so that they hang properly on my screen at my craft show. I just trim it down. And then we are done, guys. Aren't they just so cute? That one's actually extra long too. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Nope, it's too long. It's too long. If you were really OCD about this, like we've been before, we actually used to measure. We used to measure the length on how they hung. Okay. Aren't they so cute? Which one's your favorite? I'm looking at them going, I kind of really love that blue hat. I like the candy cane. Okay, this one, this one, this one. Those are my favorites. Pretty sure those are my favorites. So give me some ducks. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thanks. They have playlists so you can group them by category. Oh, okay. All right, I need to do that, Cheryl. And maybe I can do that over there. All right, guys, there we go. We are done. Let me put you up to myself. But which one do you like best? Give me a duck emoji. You know where they're at? Go to your emojis. Let me find my emojis. Give me a duck. Let's get you guys entered into the happy mail. So find your duck. Whoops. How come I can't find mine? I can't find mine. You like the candy cane one the best? There's my duck. All right, now it disappeared. My emojis left me. Okay, now they're back. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find a duck. It might be a chick. It's okay. A chick or a duck. I think that's a duck. Oh, there's a real duck. Oh, you guys found the real ducks. I think I might have put a chicken. Here's the mallard duck. That's like a mallard duck, right? There we go. Perfect, guys. You like the candy cane one the best. The faces on the green ones precious. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I love the eyelashes like that. I think they're cute. All right, guys. Let me put you up to myself and let's finish this. Let's finish this out. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow is Friday. Woohoo! I got a big weekend planned, so lots on my agenda with creating stuff. I'm getting ready for my next craft show. So I have my craft show on October. Let me get the date. October 9, 10, 11. So it starts that Thursday night in La Mesa, the Apple Crate one. So I have that one coming up. And I need to just get a few more things done. I'm working on my window inserts and I'm hoping to get a couple of spring ones done. I did cut out more Santa Claus because those I had 2 of those left out of 12. So anyways, guys, thank you for being here. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day and I will see you in the morning. Bye.